I got it! When I first heard about Dave being trapped in a maze...
1, 2, 3, 4!
I built a labyrinth. Can you believe it?
Dave is trapped in a cardboard maze in his living room and he can't get out.
Welcome to Dave Made a Minute, the podcast where a whole bunch of us are exploring the film Dave Made a Maze 1 minute at a time. The twist. Many of the participants have never seen the film. Some don't even know what film they're sampling. They get their minutes and they tackle them as they see fit. Here's your host from the Groundhog Day Project and Michael Myers Minute, Robert Black.
Minute 56, Cardboard Brynn wants a high five, but Dave and Annie have a plan. To tackle Minute 56, we have Doug Greenberg, George Hendricks, and Jonathan Howell of The Hot Tube.
You come home, there's a giant maze in your living room. You're like, what the? There's a giant maze in my living room. I've heard of people rearranging the furniture, but this is wackadoodle crazy. Give me a sense of that.
This doesn't make any sense.
The problem? There's a promise to my segment. But solutions to the problem.
It's like a fucking cocktail party in here.
I get a few words from you before you go.
Welcome back, all you sexy, steamy people. Welcome back to the Hot Tube. Hop in here with us and stay a while. And as always, clothing optional. Isn't that right, Doug?
It's better that way than the other way.
Yeah, clothing mandatory. Not a fan. This isn't a Marxist third world country where it's the... Anyway, don't get me on a political rant. Jonathan is back, and he is way ahead of everyone, and even a little ahead of himself. So let's stick our inhibition buns in someone else's oven while we talk about Minute 56 of Dave Made a Maze and continue to stew in our own juices.
We should tell everybody this is a special episode of The Hot Tube. We'll be back to our normal stuff next week.
Well, they know.
But also,
because we don't normally talk about this movie 1 minute at a time. Normally we talk about sexy movies like All the Right Moves and
Willow.
The Party at Kitty and Studs.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah.
Sexy.
Sticky chocolate.
Hot. Vision Quest. Quicksilver.
Flight of the Navigator.
Flight of the Navigator? Dude. And also, we should also tell everybody it's Tuesday Nudes Day, so we're all rocking nuck here in the Hot Tube.
Oh, yeah, we're floating free.
For some reason, Jonathan's is floating on top of the water.
Well, I lifted it up. Look. See? I'm lifting up. See? Whee!
It's like a fleshy tower sticking out of the water here.
Whee! It's like puppets. Whee! Feels good on them jets. All right, Minute 56. What's it start with?
Let me bring it up. Oh, well, we're in the Hot Tube.
Let me bring mine up. Whee!
What we've got
what we have
here
here
is
is a fair. You have
failure
to communicate.
Some men you just can't reach. So you get what we had here last week, which is the way he wants.
He wants it.
Well,
he gets it.
We have a weird, creepy-ass papier-mâché marionette. Probably harmless, right?
I'm sure every puppet I've ever seen that looks like this has never tried to murder me. So, sure.
Is it getting electrocuted or something?
What?
Like, what is that? Why does it keep, convulsing?
Because it's a herky-jerky marionette.
It's doing this.
Oh, why is it like... Oh, that's just effects.
But why? What's why?
Why? Why is blood yarn?
Blood yarn and weird ramped-up camera effects. It's so meta.
Is that a question? Why not a question we should be asking in this particular movie?
It's a question that I hope other minutes will answer.
Other minutes that are not us. Although it seems like we watched the first minute, we watched minute 25 a long time ago.
Long time.
Thank you. And now we're back to minute 56, and it really doesn't feel like there's much time has passed between those 2 minutes. So, meanwhile, over an hour, or 40 minutes is done. 30 minutes. I don't know math.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like more would have happened.
Looks like the lead's back. The lead wasn't there before, was he? Was he there?
No, not in our last minute he wasn't.
Is the lead the Jonathan guy from Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
What?
Is the lead the Jonathan guy from Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
It's Nick Thune.
I don't know who that is. Is he Jew?
Yeah, that means nothing to me.
He does a bunch of podcasts. He's been in a bunch of things. He was in Extract.
If I look up Nick Thune,
who
Extract
was a good movie.
He's actually in Venom that just came out.
Didn't we cover Extract in one of our Hot Tube episodes?
We did.
That was a long time ago.
And we're going to be doing Venom, too, because anytime a guy gets enveloped in goo, we're totally into that
we're
movie.
talking about
I
goo,
love
Venom,
goo.
extract.
Well, before we get started, this is making me hungry. Hold on. I'll be right back.
Constantly hungry.
Consummate professionalism.
You guys want some? I'm getting some. We can share it.
No, we have a no eating.
It's family style.
No eating. No eating in the hot tub.
I'll take some clam sauce and linguine.
No, I don't have requests. I only have what I've got.
Oh. Well, then why did you
I'll be right
ask?
back. I don't know. Hold on. Ma!
Am I the only one that doesn't want any food in the hot tub? Because it makes a mess. Every week we do this, and it always makes a
I
mess.
try to talk to him about it, but
Where's
he
the
never
pasta?
listens. So what are you going to do?
Well, if you're not part of the solution, George, you're part of the problem.
I'm back. Oh, look at this. Look at this plate. Look at this thing. Look at this.
What do we got in there?
That's a lot of meat.
That's what she said.
It is a lot
That's a
of
heavy
meat.
meat.
Is that baked beans there?
Well, I had Ma. Thanks, Ma. I had Ma, who's hot tub we use. I had her grill us up some steaks. So enjoy. I don't
Steak
have
and
knives
beans
or forks.
in the hot tub. It's going to be good.
So we're gonna have to eat. Yeah, there's also a layer of beans underneath, so you're gonna have to eat it with your hands.
Bean layer.
But why? Like, why? What would make you think that baked beans is like a good hot tub suitable food?
Oh, these aren't baked beans. I just got them out of the can. They're raw.
These are going to
Oh,
be.
Jesus.
We're going to make extra bubbles in this hot tub.
Well, I got. You know how hard it is to find a bean that's big enough to where it doesn't go into the filter.
I
Hashtag
only
filter
imagine.
baby. Hashtag check us out on @ the hot tube on Twitter. Hopefully that Twitter exists. How did you want your steak done, Doug? I did it the way I thought you like it.
Well, I take mine medium.
That's what she said.
Ooh, these are all well done. I'm sorry.
Why-
Sorry.
Jesus,
Burnt.
it's like a piece of beef jerky. What the hell is this?
That's what she said.
Oh, that's not it. That's hey, that's something else. No. Take the meat.
Oh,
Take this. There you go. That's well done.
You know you've been in a hot tub too long when your dick looks like beef jerky.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what, everything in this tub right now is as pruny as it can get.
Even Jonathan's pink sock.
It's still
Look at
floating
this
in
thing.
there.
Look at it. Whee!
Still floating.
At this point, Jonathan, I believe it's become a tail.
Well, I like to tuck it sometimes, and it's long enough, so it's actually too.
Throw it
long.
around your
We've
neck
talked
like a
about
Twi'lek.
Ugh, it's awful. It's like a tube. It's literally a tube. It's like one of those. It's like one of those snakes that jumps out of those cans of fake nuts. Literally, it's exactly what it is.
Except your
It's just
snake's
too long.
jumping out of real nuts.
Yep.
Oh my god. You could cut out the laughing because I just couldn't hold it.
No, laughing stays in.
But this marionette looks so sweet. All she wants is a friend. Come talk to me, she's saying. She wants high fives. Like, I'd give her a high five.
Doug, you're the kind of person in a movie that's going to get murdered in the first 10 minutes by whatever creepy box is like, come over here, give me a high five. You're like, oh, okay. Is it because it's anthropomorphic?
Hang on a second. I'm looking something up.
Anthropomorphic means it looks like a human.
No, yeah. I'm not looking up anthropomorphic. I'm looking up... I was trying... When I said I would give her a high five, I was looking on Urban Dictionary for, like, an alternate definition. But they're all, like, literal high fives.
Yeah,
Like,
I
know
hope
what
no one's
damn high
defiled
five
the
is.
sanctity of the high five, bros. High five.
High five. I mean, there's a high five at the end of an Eiffel Tower.
No, that's how you make an Eiffel Tower.
That's how you make the Eiffel Tower.
I would say, like, she's so sweet that we can even invite her on for an episode of the Hot Tube, but she'd get all soft and limpy.
Oh, my
in the
God.
tub.
We would straight up murder that paper lady.
Mm-hmm.
This place does not enjoy that.
And try to clean that out of the filter.
She would get all soft and limp, the opposite of me right now.
So, yeah, we got a lot of weird marionette action, which is something I never thought I'd say. And then
about,
people have a conversation about it.
Do you think that they're trying to get away from what is this thing? Is it the id of the maze? Is it the maze? Was the mouth the maze? You guys didn't see earlier. There was a mouth, and they climbed through it. So that's not the maze. Is this the maze? Is she?
What about the spider web?
They've killed this. They've killed this character, and is she now they killed the girl who's portraying here?
Was that our girl from before?
Brynn.
With the head?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's that other one, not the girl with the
No,
head.
no.
She's
Okay.
dead.
The
This
cute
is
dark-haired
Brynn,
girl?
the hipster. What is she?
I just assume like this whole like the whole maze thing is happening is like Dave's subconscious, something happening in his imagination. Because, I mean, obviously none of this shit is real. Or is it?
Well, I don't know. If we get to the end of the movie, if that girl's still dead, then yeah, it was real.
Only the people that have seen the movie know the answer to this.
I saw it. She's not there.
Mm-hmm.
Spoiler.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we also learned at the beginning of the movie, he says people were killed. He says at the beginning of the movie, when this is a documentary and they're talking to Dave, he says, am I responsible for the people that got killed?
Ooh.
So this
hot tube. Hot tube.
Bringing the hot takes.
I guess that's Dave, the protagonist, who wants to get past this quote-unquote thing.
Isn't it
Dave,
his maze?
It's 2000.
Yeah, but he's been lost in it the whole time.
How about asking what this thing identifies as? Because you can't say this thing. It's 2018, Dave, for Christ's sake. She just wants high fives.
It's the high five monster.
One thing he says concerns me when he says that they have to go because the longer they take, the bigger this thing's going to get.
That's what she said.
That's what makes me think it's like the whatever of this, the soul of the maze.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully at some point they're going to do something to it. But yeah, I think right now it's the first thing that's talked to them in the maze, right? I think so.
I don't know.
I think so. And it's directly talking to him and trying to be friends with him because Doug seems to want to touch their hands. Doug will always talk to strangers.
That's my motto. Words to live by. Always talk to strangers.
Especially if they're puppets.
Speaking of puppets, Doug, look at this
Strangers.
one.
Wasn't that a TV show back in the 80s?
I'm sorry, Jonathan. I mean, George. Jonathan's genitals were horrific.
Oh no, they're an absolute horror show.
I hit him in the eye.
Ouch.
Can't concentrate. It's okay.
Was it the broadside or just the tip?
Yeah, it was the broad side. It's the dangerous side.
I have raccoon eyes.
Saw that blunt force
I'm wearing like
trauma.
a Zorro mask.
Sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
Oh, George, you were saying something.
I was too busy with my hands under the water.
Is that what that was?
Yes.
I thought it was a stray piece of food that grazed my genitals.
Oh, speaking of food, hold on, I'll be right back.
Oh man,
Why did I have to do that? Why did I have to
such
remind
water
you?
displacement? Is there supposed to be algae in here?
That's what she said.
I don't think so.
Ma, do we have any cheese?
Oh, cheese. Cheese in the hot tub?
Cheese. As long as it's in a tube, we're fine. None of that fancy cheese.
What if it's like cut up
in
cubes
slices
of cheddar?
All right. Ma didn't have any cheese, so I got this.
Cheez-Its?
Yep. Closest thing she had.
Cheez-Its.
Thanks, Ma.
All right, those are fine as long as you don't drop any in the water.
I won't drop it. Doug, I'm not going to... Oh, hell.
Jesus.
Oh, no.
The entire box.
Oh, they're everywhere.
They're everywhere.
Oh, ow. Their corners are hitting my nipples. Oh, I don't like this.
That's what she said.
Just the tips?
Wait, now I kind of like this.
That's what she said.
All right, well, just keep going with the podcast. Don't worry about these. I'll clean them up. I'll start cleaning them up.
Try to like just brush them
I'm
into one corner.
I'm gonna scoop them. Don't worry, I got him. I'm scooping. You guys keep going.
Their plan for getting away from this thing is they have to get some distance, find a straightaway. They have to get some distance, find a straightaway, and cut to the center.
Yeah, I was. Let me get these things off my hands. Yeah, so why are they having to go to the center? Is the center of the maze the end of the maze, or is that where you get out? Like, what's going on with that?
That's what I wondered. Like, why the center? Why not? Why aren't they trying to find an exit?
Isn't the center of a maze like classically in mythology? Isn't that where the magic sword is, or the thing that the golden fleece? The whole point of this is is all these labyrinths and stuff.
You clearly have more knowledge of mazes than I do.
I am very important and know things about mazes, yes. Well, actually, I know the movie Labyrinth. That's the only thing. Basically, all my Labyrinth comes from the movie Labyrinth. Oh, can we talk about the movie Labyrinth instead of this movie?
Maybe on a
That's
future
what
episode.
Next episode of the Hot Tube will be about Labyrinth.
Okay, great.
You heard it here, folks.
Hit us up on Twitter at the HotTube.com. Nope. I'd have to buy that, Doug. No, just Twitter. Twitter's free.
Annie says, "What about the spider web? There's a spider web."
Obviously, we've missed something in this movie. There are spider webs. Yes, there are spider webs.
So where there's spider webs, there are spiders.
Labyrinth
no
spiders.
doubt.
Now, Jonathan, if the spider webs were made out of cotton candy, would you eat it?
No, I don't really like cotton candy.
No, not really. I hate cotton candy. I don't like the way it touches my teeth.
Or your nipples.
It's not a good mouthfeel. You know what I mean, Doug? Doug, you know about good mouthfeel, and that is not a good mouthfeel.
That's a connoisseur type of word, mouthfeel.
It does, yes. And you are a connoisseur of mouthfeels.
I am. I try to feel as much mouthfeels as possible. What do we got? Distracted and don't let it leave this room. Dave gives Gordon a rope. Like, what's the plan here?
I think they're going to put a rope around it so it can't leave.
But it's tied up.
Well, it's only its hands are tied up. Maybe it could just pull itself down.
Maybe it's a real boy.
I mean, it is paper, right?
It's got no strings to hold it down.
It's not. It's a girl. It's a girl, George. Can't you say it's little wooden boobies?
That's gender specific, and I feel it's insulting.
You're right. I apologize.
But then when they are we looking through a camera now at this sign that says Brynn on it?
Brynn.
Yeah, that's the camera. That's the camera from the camera crew, and they're saying Brynn ? So they don't know if that's the hipster lady.
I'm gonna have to watch this movie to put all this together because this is our second minute, and I am utterly confused.
Well, good. Utterly confused is a great place to end this episode, isn't it?
I'll say.
Great place to start as well.
So hopefully next minute's going to be able to shed some light on what's going on here because I don't know who this is and I don't know where they're going.
Cross your fingers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not crossing my fingers. I'm crossing these.
Ooh, ow. Torsion.
Watch your That's got to be murder on the vas deferens.
That's what she said.
Oh man.
Don't worry, it might have been cut. I'm all good.
Okay, so you can't bear anyway.
All my hair babies are they're not gonna be mine. Let me just put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
My lint trap babies, what are the filter babies? # filter babies.
Hey George.
Hey.
What are you listening to these days?
Hey George, what are you listening to?
Nailed it.
Still working on that Mogwai Minute podcast. It's high quality folks. The hosts are just amazing, and their insights are profound and full of dick jokes. Well, maybe sometimes.
And pineapple pizza. I hear they like pineapple
lots of
pizza.
pineapple pizza talk.
I can't believe Ma didn't have any pizza today. So
where's the pineapples on pizza?
Does she have pineapples?
Oh, she's got giant pineapples.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop out and go check out.
There in the living room.
I'm gonna hop out and go check on your mom's pineapples.
Okay. He gets out weird. Is he okay? He needs to stretch more.
It was loosen up the hand. We've been in here for 3 hours.
I can't feel my legs. Is that normal? I can feel this though.
Jesus.
Well, here's water I've been listening to. It doesn't work that way, does it?
No, that does not work at all. I'm back. Your mom's pineapples are A-okay.
Good try.
Water I've been listening to is the Minute Impossible podcast, which is a podcast that breaks down the movies. Mission Impossible 1 minute at a time. It looks like it's got a co-host of this guy named Jonathan and Chris. They're really funny. They have funny guests on. You should go listen. MinuteImpossible.com.
And what are I've been listening to?
Yes, what are you listening to, Doug?
This awesome podcast called Rocky Minute. There's two hosts. This guy, devastatingly handsome, covered in tattoos.
And the other one's Doug.
The other one's soft and doughy. They cover the movie Rocky. And all the Rocky movies 1 minute at a time. They're knee-deep in Rocky 2 as we speak. So I think you all should go check it out on duelinggenre.com.
And as usual, look what I got, guys.
Oh.
Fortune cookies.
Yay.
All right. Hey, George, here's your fortune cookie. What does it say?
My horoscope says you will be unable to shake the strange feeling that your employer's still beating heart might be absolutely delicious if eaten under a full moon.
That was written on one fortune cookie?
Yeah, small print.
Wow.
Real small.
Wow. That was awesome. Doug, what about you? Do you have it here? Let me throw you one. There you go. Open that up.
Oh, here we go. My lucky numbers are 4 and 15.
Sweet.
Oh, I got to turn it around. Hold on. It's the second mouse that gets the cheese.
Oh, that's a good one. Oh, cheese. Remember we were talking about cheese earlier.
Gets the cheese.
Yeah, your mom is fresh out of cheese.
All right. Huh. A closed mouth gathers no feet. Huh. Well,
I agree.
That's a good way to go out, I guess.
If you're
they
into
just
that.
threw some words against the wall, and there you have it.
Yeah, we're not going to yuck anybody's yum. So, thanks for listening to the Hot Tube, guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow for our regular episodes.
Yeah, we're back on
next week. We don't do them there.
Next week for our regular episodes.
We're going to be talking about Labyrinth and then Lady Hawk.
Yep, can't wait. So until next week.
All right.
Hot Tube.
All right, guys. All right, everybody. Stay pruny.
And then I could probably disarm all the traps. And then we can finish this maze. Who is with me?
That was Doug Greenberg, George Hendricks, and Jonathan Howell of the Hot Tube taking on Minute 56 of Dave Made a Maze. They might never be back. Next time on Dave Made a Minute, we've got Eric Deutsch and Brad Mendenhall with Flash Gordon Minute taking on Minute 57.
Thank you for listening to Dave Made a Minute. Intro dialogue snippets were taken from Dave Made a Maze, directed by Bill Watterson, written by Bill Watterson and Steve Sears, and produced by John Charles Meyer. Intro music is Diversion by The Equals, featured in the film Dave Made a Maze, and Life Cycle of a Match by Parvis Decree. Outro music is Leaving This God-Forsaken Place and Her Presence is Strong Here by Parvis Decree. Dave Made a Minute is a production of Lemming Drop Studio and all other featured podcast producers. You can find more content at lemmingdrops.com. Check us out on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Dave Made a Minute. If you like what you hear, throw us a rating and review on your podcatcher of choice, and check out all of the participants' other shows to spread the love around. Again, thank you for listening.
As long as we're all working together, this is going to be fine. It's going to be great.
I need you to notify the families of everyone who died here today.
Totally. Wait, what?
Give it to me, Dave. I'll take it.
That's not the first time Dave's heard Lisa say that.
Come on, give it a rest.
And I'll bet that's not the first time Lisa's heard Dave say that.
Look, you really don't want to get into this.
I bet Dave's never heard that one before. Seriously, this is a very sensitive area.
That's what she said. Okay, I'm telling them.
And I'll bet that's not the first... Actually, that doesn't really work, does it?
Why are my drippings with goo?
You had a violent, prolonged, transformative psychic episode.
Sorry we had to hose you there, but you were kind of out of control. Hey, man, let me tell you something. I love you.
Yes?
Yeah.
Well, I love you too.